Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, September 25th. An onshore flow of air continues this morning. We basically have had a low-level onshore flow of air out of the east or northeast for the past several days. It continues this morning and will continue right through the upcoming weekend and into the early part of next week as well. This is a wind flow map from earthnullschool.net. Again, it shows the flow of air off the ocean right into the mid-Atlantic region. Certainly have some rip tides off the mid-Atlantic coastline. This is the coastline of New Jersey right here, and here's Delmarva Peninsula. This flow of air will continue just like this for the next 48 to 72 hours or so. Above normal high tides are quite likely this weekend along coastal sections. All of these effects will be exacerbated by the full supermoon, which takes place on Sunday. By the way, there is a total lunar eclipse on Sunday evening. However, in the mid-Atlantic region, it certainly does not look too optimistic in terms of viewing conditions, as there certainly should be lots of clouds in the area along with some rainfall. Well, here's the current surface map, and the key player on the field right now is a strong high pressure system in southeastern Canada. Winds blow clockwise around highs, and this is producing an onshore flow of air right here into the mid-Atlantic coastline. Again, low level east to northeast winds. That increases the moisture content as well as moisture flows in off the ocean. Clouds will tend to increase today, and it looks like a mostly cloudy weekend up and down the I-95 corridor. An area of rain that has been stuck across southern Virginia and North Carolina will slowly edge to the north, and it looks like rain will move into the D.C. metro region on Saturday, probably into Philadelphia by late Saturday night, or most likely on Sunday, and then eventually into the New York City region later Sunday into Monday. Well, here's the latest radar loop from NOAA, and again, a very significant rain event has been occurring the last couple of days across portions of the Carolinas into the southern part of Virginia, but just making a push to the north at a snail's pace. Looks like D.C. metro region, perhaps towards morning, as we begin the weekend, rainfall will become more and more evident, certainly on the southern side of town. During the day on Saturday, expect to see some wet conditions in the D.C. metro region, probably then edging into Philadelphia, southeastern Pennsylvania, very late Saturday night, or certainly on the day Sunday. It looks like there is a shower threat on Sunday. All of this edges northeastward slowly into the New York City region by the latter part of the weekend, and showers can linger up and down the I-95 corridor into the early part of next week on Monday. So not a nice weekend. An onshore flow of air will keep it quite cool for this time of the year. In fact, on Sunday in D.C., for example, high temperatures could struggle to pass the 70-degree mark with abundant clouds and the rainfall in the D.C. metro region. Well, let's take a look at a few forecast maps. This is using last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. There continue to be some discrepancies amongst the many computer forecast models. The GFS has been rather consistent in its approach to this particular situation, namely pushing precipitation in the form of rain into D.C. perhaps by early in the weekend, and then the latter part of the weekend into Philadelphia, and finally late Sunday into Monday into the New York City metro region. This is the forecast map for this evening, Friday evening. Again, strong high pressure, a key player here. Clockwise flow of air pushes that onshore flow into the mid-Atlantic region. This is a forecast map by this evening. Still the precipitation mainly just to the south of the D.C. metro region, and some heavy amounts across the Carolinas by this evening. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening, Saturday evening, and kind of a significant change here is the positioning of the high, whereby this evening the high will be located interior part of southeastern Canada. By Saturday evening, off or just about off the New England coastline. That will tend to allow this area of moisture to slide a little bit farther to the north. Indeed, Saturday could very well turn out to become a rainy day, a wet day, a cool day in the D.C. metro region. thickening clouds in the Philly metro region. By late Saturday night, showers can arrive in southeastern Pennsylvania. Again, this whole time, onshore flow of air, very persistent east to northeast winds. Rip tides, above normal high tides along coastal sections, even some beach erosion possible this weekend. Finally, here's the forecast map for Sunday evening. By this time, that moisture moves all the way up right into about the New York City metro region as that high pressure pulls off the northeast coastline. Looks like a wet day is quite likely in Philadelphia and continuing in D.C. And again, with this east to northeast flow of air and abundant cloud cover, temperatures will remain at quite cool levels right through the weekend, perhaps not above the 70-degree mark for highs on Sunday in much of the I-95 corridor. Finally, by later part of Sunday, the rain does edge all the way up into the New York City region. In all three areas, D.C., Philly, and New York City, could see some lingering showers on Monday as well from this slow-moving coastal system. So the big story is onshore flow of air, a persistent flow out of the east to northeast continuing right through the weekend into the early part of next week, and rain slowly edges northward over the next day or two, first reaching D.C., then Philadelphia, then New York City over the upcoming weekend. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.